The first phone number goes to the Fountain Hills Time newspaper. They freaked. On their newspaper that day, that Wednesday, the day after the election, that Wednesday, the newspaper editorial board came out in support of the single hauler scheme and said, oh yeah, you got to have this. And then immediately, because hundreds, thousands of people calling them, you suck, you suck, you suck, cancel my subscription, I hate you, what endorse. And they went, whoa, what the hell just happened? The second number is a newsroom at KFYI. They had been up all night covering the election on Tuesday night. It's early in the morning. It's late. They're tired. They go in, and all they got to do all day Wednesday is answer phone calls. They hated my guts. Jim Sharp calls me and he says, Ernie, man, you got to stop. They're freaking out. Can you take our number off? I mean, can you black it out or something? So I called to make nice with them, and we had already done most of them. This is all I have left, you know, from the thing. So Thursday, I didn't really have to go out and do it. We'd already gotten what we wanted. What happened was I go to them and I said, look, if it's really that big a deal, but I thought it would be to your advantage. Please. I thought it would be to your advantage. We would go ahead and generate a bunch of, yeah.
Turn the volume down just a little.
What'd you say?
We thought it would be to your advantage to have these people come in calling you, KFYI, save us, save us, save us, especially since you just had a tsunami tidal wave on Tuesday that was all we don't want more government. We want less government. We don't like government. We sure as heck don't want government to go through our trash. Okay? I would think that that would be something you would support.
Not.
Well, they're like, Ernie, come on, man. If you'll let us get caught up on our new work, next time you do something, do that, we'll cover it. Pinky swear, okay? Okay. No promises, all right? Okay. So we didn't put them out Thursday. But by then, it already went. The second one that you see, FHNIMBY.com, it's Fountain Hills, not mybackyard.com. FHNIMBY.com is what some Fountain Hills people are doing, a campaign for liberty in there, Tea Party guys, people from Camera Fraud and so on. They are the ones that I met with them. I said, set this site up, because I'm not going to worry about the referendum recalls and all that kind of crap. But if you'll set up a site, I'll drive a crap load of people to it so you can have a successful recall and referendum. They go, done, did it, got it all taken care of. When they voted for this thing, Thursday, Monday, a referendum on that goes, I only need 500 signatures. They goes on, they do the petitions. That referendum, within 30 days, they get the signatures. It goes on the ballot along with a recall of the mayor. Now they have other options. They can do recall on some of the other 3 city councilmen that voted for it, and or an initiative to change the city charter where they can never do it again. But the main thing, referendum, recall mayor. Now in conjunction with this, as we're putting these out, Pal Gamble wrote this article in a flyer that we did thousands of these. Now these went around on the cars in the parking lots. So they went all in and so on, and this is what we wanted to do. What we wanted to do was to frame the debate. What is this about? Is it about getting your trash picked up? No. It's about taking away your choice to contract for something that's working just fine, turning it over to the government, giving them jurisdiction over your trash, having them being able to do violations, inspections, and the costs will keep going up. You don't have choices. It sucks. And didn't you just have an election that demonstrated we don't want you doing this kind of crap? So by the combination of these two, we went to the Fountain Hills City Council meeting Thursday night. 10 times more people than they have ever had in that room. It was probably 2 or 3 times the size of this room. Packed, standing room only, out in the lobby, watching it on the TV in there, outside, people in the parking lot. I mean, oh my God! Sheriff Joe was there. He heard there were some cameras somewhere. So he gets up and he's like, I want to pick my own trash guy. Yay! More votes. Thank you, everybody. So he was on board. As we did this, it was amazing. They were going to vote on this that day if it took them till 3, 4 in the morning. They had already counted on it. They weren't going to table it. It wasn't going to be discussed. Man, they already had gotten their green fees and escorts, man. They had already been paid off, all right? So this was going to happen. Well, we knew it. Shelton, 4409, Drew, Thomas, we were all there, just wait, smiling, just go, man, whatever. We know what's coming. This is just the beginning. What was so interesting to me, though, and what I want to emphasize, were the dozens of people that would come up to the microphone and say this. I do not want. Oh, this paragraph is my favorite. This does it right here. May one inquire who the hell ever gave a bunch of elected baby kissers and their appointed lackeys the power by writ to eliminate businesses and Hugo Chavez their way into socialist confiscation of desired services already capably provided by private enterprise. Hugo Chavez their way in. I love that part. So this is just started. You see, what we do here, tell me that you're not going to have a rising up of the people in Fountain Hills with the understanding that this issue represents government where it doesn't need to be. Taking away your choice of entering into the free market to provide a service that's working just fine, no complaints, no riots, no plagues, no nothing, and here they come because they can. That is what we do. So you can call us Lucertarians all you want. This is where it counts. Right here.
Yeah.
This is what provides for the tsunami that you just had this last week. Without this, you don't have that. Are we clear? So that brings us to the Freedom Summit. This is what's going on. Starting a week from Monday, we are going to own KFYI. Already did the contracts, got it taken care of. Charles Goyette's going to do some of the commercials. Me, Mark Victor, and Jim Sharp. We're going to have 15s and 30s during the day and so on, 60 seconds on their online stuff, 2 banner ads on the front page and throughout the site and everything. It's like, BAM! All right? What we did is, the plan was this. We had early bird registration up until this last Sunday, okay, or Halloween. That was $249 for the summit. It goes up to $349 now. That is going to be we're going to market it, $349, but KFYI listeners, you get it down to $249. We have a great lineup of speakers again. Lawrence Reed from Foundation for Economic Education from FEE. We have Don Brudeau, Butler Schaefer, Judge Jim Gray, Judge Buttrick, Stephen Molyneux, that's going to be a big hit with the younger people. Gary Franchi, Restore the Republic, Mark Stevens, it goes on and on and on and on and on. So another great summit. But this year, we were able to work with all of them that we didn't have to pay big speaking fees. And we covered all a bunch of other stuff and nice, and we'll cross-promote. And because Freedom's Phoenix is grown enough, it has value to them by being associated with it and doing banner ads that we were able to trade off of their organization so we didn't have to pay them. What that means is that our costs have gone way down. So what we're doing is selected groups that are friends, Mark's friends, and who we want to be there, because this is our concern. We do such a big advertising campaign on KFYI, guess who's coming? Neocons. Yeah. Here come the Republicans. Here they go. Oh yeah, it's freedom, and we got this. Yeah, we're going to learn about freedom. All right. You're going to have Judge Jim Gray from Southern California and Judge John Buttrick and Mark Victor doing a 2-hour lunch program on the first day, the criminal justice system on trial, and I wonder if drugs are going to come up. So you see these guys are going to be like, what the heck? We go, yeah, but what about fill in the blank? And they're going, yeah, but what about freedom and Constitution? And so if we have this enormous flood from KFYI coming to the Freedom Summit, they're probably, you know, either will overwhelm it with their rhetoric, or they will not be happy. So we have to make it very clear in advertising what this is. I mean, this is, you know, freedom, libertarian, Ron Paulin kind of stuff. So what we're going to do to make sure we keep the numbers up for us and have more of us than them, $175. Now this is the deal. When you go register at freedomsummit.com and you follow through the registration, you'll see the student category, okay? You register as a student, it's $175. So the Campaign for Liberty events is going on November 19th with Dr. Paul's coming here at ASU and all that. We'll have a table there. We're going to be encouraging them, get the young people to come, $175 package. We're going to extending the Sunday program. It's going to be way more hardcore anarchist stuff. And the point that I want to make is that whether you're a whole hardcore libertarian or not, the benefit is that you're going to be able to be associated with people that understand the same language that you do. Understand the meaning of the words. The Freedom Summit is a very successful, very fun event. The Cartridge Family Band, Alan gets to sing more. You can't wait to hear Alan sing, and there you go. So the Cartridge Family Band will be performing. This will be their 3rd or 4th summit, isn't it?
Yep.
You know, they always do a great job. So that'll be a lot of fun.
Wake up, little Uzi.
She had a Glock 17, if you know what. Yeah, I like that one. So what we're going to do is have a good time, and I'm going to bring it down to bare bones just so we don't lose money on it. It was never about making money. It was about freeing minds. And we have such good volunteers and speakers, and we got the pricing down to where we can not lose money. Where we're at right now with the registrations that we have, we can start doing $175 for the people that we love, of which I include you. On the back of those flyers, it's freedomsummit.com. You go there, you have the registration, you follow it through, pick student. But do it now, because when we make this offer to everybody and I start emailing it out to my list and the students ASU and all that kind of stuff, we may get sold out. Because rarely do we ever go over 250 because you lose the summit intimacy. We always want to have at least 100 to 120, but we don't want to go over 250 because then you lose all the kind of fun that everybody gets to have to ask questions, to speak, to interface with the people. A lot of breaks, a lot of functions. It's a really good time. And the Sheridan Crescent Hotel is where we have it up on I-17 in Dunlap last year. And usually we had it over Columbus or Veterans Weekend in October, November. And we weren't sure we'd do it just a week after Thanksgiving. Will that work or not? It worked great. The weather was beautiful. It was all decorated Christmas. It was bright Christmas lights. This time we got the patio open. It's going to be beautiful. So I encourage you to go. This year we're making it as cheap as possible. You're going to have a good time. Alan's Korwin, one of my favorite people. Alan has embraced this activism thing. You know, he's starting to, he was really excited about doing this Gun Saves Lives campaign, and I knew what was going to happen. Exactly what happened. And he handled it beautifully. And he's created an atmosphere that has a lot of support from a lot of the stuff that we do. We created a culture that supported gun rights, freedom, protection of ourselves, and legislators kind of feeling it. But he demonstrated where the city of Phoenix is on this thing, and he's going to explain it to us. Alan Korwin.